Okay, so this is basically the outline for our math proof of proficiency videos. First, we start with our standard over here. We list our standard, and then we write our I can statements. These are usually in an app, or we are told by the teachers on the standard. And then we give an example problem. We don't necessarily have to use this, and then we list some vocabulary. And then our next page is basically where we word it out like word for word, because it's our script. It's what we're using when we're making the pop video. For example, we basically fill in the blanks and we use the vocabulary words on the previous page, and then some common misunderstandings that people would usually make. And then a simple example problem. This doesn't have to be very intricate, or we don't have to use a real world problem necessarily. And then basically in here we're going to use the steps to solve this problem. Again, it has to be word for word because this is what we're going to use when we're making the video. And then our next page, it's a little more detailed, and it's a real world example problem. We need to create this ourselves. We're not allowed to use anything from the internet. We are allowed to use examples and get ideas, but this has to be something from our own minds. And basically here, like I said, we write it down word for word, and we explain the steps like how we would in the video. And then basically we just restate what we did throughout this whole video, and one of the important things we do is how we'll use this standard in the real world problem, and basically it's basically restating what we did on the previous page. And then here, when we're all done, we check if we did everything here. This is how we basically ensure we got like a good grade, something that in case we miss something, we make sure to check it off like, oh, I missed this, let's go back and fix it. And then here is where we check one more time to make sure that, oh, the introduction, it had the standard description, and for the vocabulary, it has pictures and stuff. Basically, just to make sure that we got a good grade, something that we really tried on. And basically, after we fill this out, we make a pop video, like I said, proof of proficiency, explaining the standard that we've spent the previous week or so learning. And it basically explains what we've been doing, and it basically shows the teacher that we know what we're doing and that their instructions really helped us.